Hello there. I was wondering the other day why we do not walk around in shock that Jesus died for us, like someone who walked out of a Holocaust unharmed. Why are we not like that? Maybe because we did not come out of there literally, but we did in a sense. He died in the most gruesome, awful way, absorbing the punishment of every human being ever created, and sparing us all the pain. And the invitation stands open for everyone. But then what are we saved from? What exactly is that? I think the way I look at it is the worst moment of my life, the deepest, loneliest, sharpest grief, the heaviest shame. And then imagine the moment lasting forever, with absolutely no relief, no morning after, and no God to cry out to. That is what Jesus saved us from. Revelations 20:15 gives us the answer we would rather not sit with. Quote, "And anyone not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire." End quote. Revelations chapter 20, verse 15. That is what was waiting for us. That is what he stepped in front of. With this knowledge, how should I live? Humble, worry-free, grateful, indebted to his goodness, obedient, and worthy of the freedom he purchased for me. I don't know if I'll ever be worthy, but he did it, so I better enjoy it. To draw a parallel, imagine a soldier who returns home from battle and discovers that his wife is having an affair with the leader of the enemy, actively plotting to take over his country. What should that soldier do? His wife is either incredibly naive or irredeemably treacherous. Even as his own wife, he will have to turn her in. We cannot continue to live as though we love Satan and the things of this world when our freedom was purchased by the one and only. Jesus will deal with Satan and those who choose to remain sinful. That is not our battle. As faithful Christians, our job is not to worry about those who refuse to leave the shadow of Satan, those who embrace pride, avarice, deceit, all that God hates. Our job is to remember every single day that we escaped eternal torture by the thinnest thread, solely because of God's benevolence and mercy. This may sound a little preachy, but I feel compelled to say it anyway. If we do not keep one eye on what we escaped from, the way a driver checks the rearview mirror, we risk becoming a Gomer. When Jesus comes back, will he find us in the arms of the enemy? I do not want to be found there. The enemy is clever, overpowering, and wily. So how does someone like me, outmatched by my own, avoid being duped? By staying connected to the one who is more powerful than him. Satan was defeated. He's roaming the earth picking through garbage, and I am a princess. There is no reason to give Satan so much as a moment of my life. I may have become a Gomer once, but through my free will, I choose to be the daughter of the King. Quote, "For you did not receive the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you received the spirit of adoption, by whom we cry out, Abba, Father. The Spirit himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God, and if children, then heirs, heirs of God and joint heirs with Christ. If indeed we suffer with him, then we must be glorified together." End quote. Romans chapter 8, verses 15 through 17. I hope you have a wonderful day today. God bless you. Dear God, I am sorry for not being aware of the great sacrifice you made for me and for all of mankind. Please keep me close in your presence, ever mindful of what you have done for my freedom. May I glorify you today in everything I say and do. I pray in your precious name, Jesus. Amen.